Here are 5 books I would love to erase from my memory in order to read them again for the first time. To start, we have one of my favorite Gothic novels of all time, Rebecca. The writing, the atmosphere, the twists are all just absolute perfection, and the way she builds up the suspense is unlike anything I've ever read before. The next one might be a little cliche, but I had to include my favorite Agatha Christie, and then there were none. The first time I read this, a friend lent it to me, and she warned me that none of Agatha Christie's other books would ever measure up if this was the first one I read, and unfortunately, she was correct. Don't get me wrong, I love Death on the Nile and Murder on the Orient Express, but this one just takes the cake. I'll just never forget the absolute shock I felt at the ending of this. Next, we have a couple books from my childhood, the first of which is The Perks of Being a Wallflower. This is one of my favorite books of all time. I just love Charlie as a character. And the way I resonated with this story as a teenager was unlike anything I had experienced at that point. And I mean, what I wouldn't give to be seen for the first time like that again. The second book from childhood is, of course, The Giver. I read this book for the first time in 7th grade, and I'm not going to tell you how long ago that was, but it has never ever left me. It was much darker than anything I had ever read at the time. The writing is absolutely beautiful, and to re-experience the impact that this had on me initially would be amazing. And finally, this is a book that I've never been able to stop thinking about, and I'll never stop recommending it, and that is I Who Have Never Known Men. This is exactly what I want from a science fiction dystopian novel. It's thought-provoking, ambiguous in the best way, and incredibly moving. I didn't expect this to make me cry, but I definitely did, and it was one of those moments where I was like, I don't even really know why I'm crying. I would give anything to read this one again for the first time, just to feel those layers of feelings that you're left with. Honestly, I feel like it takes a lot for a book to have such a lasting impact on me. But man, if I could wipe all of these from my memory just to feel that initial impact again, I totally would. I would love to know which books you would pick and if we have any in common. Until next time, happy reading.